Another variation that I like that I came up with is more like a dotted eighth feel on the bass drum, like this. But again, there's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of your creativity feeding into the traditional rhythms and how you transfer that to the drum set. And when it comes to any Latin groove, whether it's Afro-Cuban or the Brazilian style, there's never just one way to play that beat. And that's something I see a lot of drum set players kind of make that mistake, where they're either taught one version of the groove and they think that's the way you play a bossa nova, that's the way you play a Mozambique, that's the way you play a sango. When in reality, that's like akin to saying that that's a rock beat, and that's the only rock beat. Now, to a rock drummer, that's ridiculous, because we know there's a million variations of a rock groove. And the same is true of all these rhythms as well. The Cuban rhythms tend to be a little more rigid, because if you step too far away from, say, that Mozambique bell pattern, not that you can't variate it, but if you step too far away from it, it stops becoming a Mozambique. So that bell pattern is a little bit more specific. But as far as the other voices, remember, you're mimicking percussion. None of these were created for the drum set. They were created on timbales and congas and Cuban instruments, and you're mimicking that. So there's so many ways of making those sounds happen. Like, you could play that Mozambique pattern here. You could also play it on a bell. You could play it on a rim. Those are all voices you hear in Afro-Cuban music. So I hope that answers the question.